At Elderly and Health, we're committed to helping older adults navigate the small, surprising choices that impact long-term strength and vitality. In today's focus on senior wellness, we uncover a hidden truth: certain fruits, though widely considered healthy, can actually drain your muscle power if paired incorrectly. Aging bodies respond differently to food combinations, and what worked at 40 might silently cause harm at 70. Let's explore which fruits may be secretly sabotaging your strength, and how to protect your independence through smarter nutrition. At 74, Harold Mendez had always prided himself on staying active. A retired forest ranger in Oregon, he still took morning walks and tended his garden daily. But over the past year, Harold noticed something alarming: his legs often felt weak by noon, and stairs became increasingly difficult, despite no injuries or major health diagnoses. His doctor found no obvious cause. Maybe it's just age, Harold thought. Still determined, he began journaling his meals and symptoms. A surprising pattern emerged. On days he had his usual breakfast, Greek yogurt with bananas and fresh pineapple, his muscle fatigue worsened. Curious, he consulted a nutritionist specializing in aging. What she told him changed everything: certain fruits, when combined with low-protein or low-mineral meals, can impair muscle recovery and hydration, especially in seniors. By tweaking his diet, adding protein to his breakfast, spacing fruit differently, and avoiding high-acid fruit on an empty stomach, Harold gradually regained his energy. His story highlights a critical, little-known truth: even healthy foods can backfire if paired improperly during aging. I'm Dr. Grace Mitchell, a geriatric health expert with over 15 years in senior care. Many older adults don't realize that fruits, when eaten in the wrong combinations, can interfere with muscle energy and recovery. High-fructose fruits, when consumed without enough protein or minerals, may hinder muscle cell function, especially in aging bodies. Over time, this can lead to subtle but significant declines in strength. For optimal senior wellness, I always recommend pairing fruits with balanced nutrients and proper timing. While fruits are often seen as one of the healthiest choices for older adults, few realize that the way fruits are combined and consumed can significantly impact muscle health. As we age, our muscles become more sensitive to shifts in hydration, electrolyte balance, and nutrient absorption. Some fruits, especially high-acid or high-sugar varieties, can disrupt these systems if not paired correctly. For example, eating fruit alone on an empty stomach or with low-protein meals may lead to reduced amino acid uptake, weakening muscle recovery over time. Additionally, certain fruits may speed up potassium loss or trigger subtle inflammation in aging muscle tissue. This doesn't mean you should stop eating fruit, it means you need to eat smarter. In this video, Elderly and Health explores how 3 common fruits, when mispaired, can quietly drain muscle power, and how simple adjustments can preserve your energy, strength, and overall senior wellness. Muscle loss in older adults doesn't always begin with injury or inactivity. It often starts subtly, with nutrition mistakes that build up over time. After age 60, the body's ability to absorb and utilize protein declines, and the balance between muscle repair and muscle breakdown becomes more delicate. Seniors may feel weaker or less stable without understanding why. One overlooked cause: improper fruit pairings. Fruits are high in natural sugars like fructose and glucose. While beneficial in moderation, when consumed without adequate protein, magnesium, or sodium, they can actually lead to a decline in muscle strength. For example, eating acidic fruits like oranges or pineapple in the morning without protein can spike insulin levels and contribute to post-meal fatigue or minor electrolyte imbalances. In aging muscles, insulin plays a role in transporting amino acids needed for repair. A spike in sugar without protein to accompany it means the muscle cells may not receive the raw materials they need to maintain strength. Moreover, seniors are more vulnerable to dehydration and potassium fluctuations, both of which can be worsened by certain fruits when eaten in isolation. Over time, these small imbalances lead to reduced muscle endurance, increased cramps, and slower recovery after physical activity. In short, fruit isn't the problem, it's the context in which fruit is eaten. Understanding these pairings is essential for preserving muscle strength and avoiding the hidden causes of decline. Not all fruits are harmful, but certain types, when consumed under the wrong conditions, can silently contribute to muscle fatigue and reduce strength in older adults. Let's explore 3 popular fruits that can become problematic when not paired correctly. 1. Bananas. Bananas are rich in potassium, but they're also high in natural sugar. When eaten alone, especially in the morning, they can cause a rapid spike and drop in blood sugar, leaving older adults feeling sluggish. Worse, if your body's sodium levels are low, as is common in seniors, the high potassium load can further disrupt electrolyte balance, leading to cramps or muscle fatigue. 2. Pineapple. Pineapple is packed with bromelain and vitamin C, but its acidity can irritate the stomach lining and lower calcium absorption if consumed without a buffer. Older adults who eat pineapple without protein or complex carbs may experience digestive strain, reduced mineral uptake, and even mild inflammation that affects muscle recovery. 3. Grapes. Though convenient and heart-healthy in moderation, grapes are high in fructose. If consumed in large amounts, especially after age 60, they can interfere with insulin sensitivity. Without protein or fiber to slow absorption, this sugar load may trigger energy crashes and impair amino acid transport to muscles. These fruits aren't bad, they simply need to be consumed with intention. Seniors should avoid eating them alone, especially on an empty stomach or as a standalone snack. Instead, pair them with Greek yogurt, nuts, or a boiled egg to stabilize absorption and support senior wellness. The body's ability to maintain strong, functional muscles depends on a delicate interplay of amino acids, glucose control, electrolytes, and inflammation levels. When fruit is eaten improperly, especially by older adults, this balance can quietly shift, leading to long-term declines in muscle quality and performance. One of the main issues is glycemic impact. Fruits like grapes or bananas have a high glycemic load. Eaten alone, they cause blood sugar to rise rapidly, which can lead to insulin spikes. While this may seem harmless, repeated spikes make muscles less responsive to insulin over time, meaning less delivery of amino acids for muscle repair and growth. For seniors, this is a serious concern. Muscle is already harder to build after age 60. Second, certain fruits also affect electrolyte balance, especially potassium and sodium. When potassium levels surge without enough sodium or hydration, muscles may cramp, fatigue faster, and lose endurance. Seniors are particularly sensitive to these imbalances because of natural declines in kidney function and a higher likelihood of medications that influence mineral balance. Lastly, fruit acids, such as citric acid from oranges or malic acid from apples, can interfere with magnesium and calcium absorption when consumed without proper buffering foods. Magnesium, in particular, is crucial for muscle relaxation and recovery. The result? Seniors may find themselves experiencing more fatigue after light activity, longer recovery times, or even feeling wobbly without knowing why. These symptoms are often misattributed to aging when, in fact, nutrition is the hidden culprit. Understanding how fruit affects muscle chemistry isn't about removing it from the diet, but about eating it with balance, purpose, and awareness. Instead of fearing fruit, older adults can adopt simple, strategic habits that enhance muscle function and promote stable energy. The key lies in smart pairing, combining fruits with foods that balance their sugar content and support nutrient absorption. Here are a few practical strategies. 1. Always combine fruit with protein or fat. If you enjoy bananas, try slicing one over a bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt or spreading almond butter on banana slices. This slows sugar absorption and provides amino acids and healthy fats, which your muscles need to recover and stay strong. 2. Add fiber and hydration. Pairing fruit with chia pudding, oats, or flaxseed boosts fiber intake, stabilizing blood sugar levels. Seniors should also drink water alongside fruit to prevent dehydration and support electrolyte balance, especially when consuming potassium-rich fruits. 3. Avoid fruit-only breakfasts. Starting the day with fruit alone may lead to early energy crashes. Instead, combine fruits with eggs, whole grain toast, or cottage cheese to create a more balanced meal that supports insulin sensitivity and muscle endurance. 4. Time fruit intake wisely. Eating fruit after a meal rather than on an empty stomach helps prevent insulin spikes. Post-lunch fruit also supports digestion and gives the body time to absorb nutrients more steadily. 5. Limit acidic fruits late in the day. Citrus fruits like oranges and pineapples are better earlier in the day when digestion is more active. In the evening, opt for berries or apples with cheese or nuts to aid sleep and minimize overnight muscle stress. With these small shifts, seniors can still enjoy their favorite fruits, while ensuring those choices protect their strength, rather than quietly draining it. Many older adults unknowingly live with the consequences of poor fruit pairing. Because the symptoms develop gradually and aren't always painful, they're often dismissed as normal aging. But by paying attention to key signs, seniors can catch nutritional imbalances before they turn into serious muscle loss. One of the first signs is unexplained muscle fatigue, especially in the lower body. If walking upstairs or rising from a chair feels harder than it used to, and no injury or diagnosis explains it, it could point to a problem with how your body processes nutrients, especially after meals. Another common sign is frequent cramping or twitching, which may happen during rest or sleep. This often results from electrolyte imbalance caused by consuming high potassium fruits, like bananas or oranges, without enough sodium or magnesium. Slow recovery after activity is another red flag. If you feel sore or drained for longer than usual after gardening, walking, or light housework, it could mean your muscles aren't getting the amino acids and minerals they need for repair, possibly because fruits are being consumed without proper nutritional partners. You might also notice post-meal energy crashes, where you feel sleepy or weak within an hour of eating fruit. This can signal a blood sugar drop following a rapid insulin response, particularly common if fruit is eaten alone. Finally, minor balance issues or feeling wobbly after standing may be tied to subtle hydration or blood sugar shifts related to how fruit interacts with your meals. These signs are not random. They are quiet messages from your body. And with the right changes, they are also entirely reversible. As the body ages, digestive efficiency declines, affecting how we break down, absorb, and utilize the nutrients in our food. This shift makes fruit combinations especially critical for older adults who want to maintain muscle strength and overall vitality. One major factor is reduced enzyme production. Seniors naturally produce fewer digestive enzymes, which means certain fruits, especially those high in natural acids and sugars, can overwhelm the system. For example, pineapple contains bromelain, which can be helpful in small amounts but irritating to the stomach lining when digestion is weak. In addition, slower gastric emptying in seniors means that sugar from fruit stays in the digestive tract longer, potentially leading to more fermentation, bloating, and impaired nutrient absorption. This slows down the delivery of amino acids and minerals to muscles, directly impacting recovery and strength. Another concern is gut microbiome balance. Aging tends to reduce microbial diversity, and high-fructose fruits, when consumed alone or frequently, can feed sugar-loving bacteria while starving the beneficial ones that support inflammation control and muscle function. Furthermore, aging kidneys are less efficient at regulating electrolytes. A sudden influx of potassium from bananas or citrus fruits without matching hydration or sodium can lead to muscle cramps or general weakness, mistakenly blamed on just getting older. Finally, muscle tissue becomes more resistant to anabolic signals with age. That means the body needs more precise nutritional triggers, like well-timed protein, fiber, and mineral pairing with fruit, to maintain what was once automatic in youth. Understanding these biological shifts gives seniors the power to use food, including fruit, as a targeted tool for strength and stability. Many older adults make well-meaning decisions when it comes to diet, choosing fruit instead of processed snacks, swapping sweets for bananas or grapes, or starting the day with a light breakfast of melon or juice. But without understanding how aging changes the body's response to food, these habits can backfire. Mistake number 1: eating fruit alone in the morning. A banana or apple may seem like a clean, simple breakfast, but it lacks the protein, fat, and minerals your aging body needs to stabilize blood sugar and fuel muscles. Without a protein source, insulin spikes and crashes become more common, making you feel tired before noon. Mistake number 2: replacing meals with fruit bowls or smoothies. Many seniors think they're detoxing or being healthy by blending pineapple, berries, or mango into a meal. But these smoothies are often high in fructose and low in fiber or protein, leaving muscles undernourished and prone to breakdown. Mistake number 3: eating fruit before bed. Late-night snacking on grapes or citrus can lead to sleep disruption, digestive stress, and overnight muscle loss due to poor blood sugar regulation during sleep. Seniors sleep lighter, and these effects are magnified with age. Fix: build structure around fruit. Always pair fruit with a protein or fiber source. For example, a small handful of grapes with string cheese, or apple slices with almond butter. Eat fruit as a side dish, not a standalone snack. And most importantly, time it with meals, when your body is ready to process it effectively. With small, intentional changes, seniors can enjoy fruit without sacrificing the strength and stamina they've worked hard to preserve. Rather than eliminating fruit, seniors should restructure how it fits into their daily routine, ensuring that every bite contributes to strength, not silent decline. With thoughtful pairing and timing, fruit can absolutely be part of a senior wellness lifestyle. Here's a sample day designed to protect muscle health while still enjoying fruit. Breakfast: scrambled eggs with spinach. Half a banana sliced over unsweetened Greek yogurt. Herbal tea or warm water with lemon. The yogurt adds protein and calcium, the banana provides energy without overwhelming blood sugar thanks to the egg protein buffer. Mid-morning snack: apple slices with a tablespoon of almond butter. The fat and fiber slow digestion and aid satiety. Great for preserving insulin sensitivity. Lunch: grilled chicken salad with olive oil dressing. A few orange segments on the side. Whole grain crackers. Including citrus in a savory meal aids iron absorption without spiking acidity on an empty stomach. Afternoon snack: cottage cheese with a few blueberries or strawberries. High in casein protein to nourish muscles slowly through the afternoon. Dinner: baked salmon, steamed broccoli, quinoa. A few slices of pear or peach afterward as dessert. Balanced with complex carbs and omega-3s, helping inflammation control and overnight repair. Key rule: every fruit serving is paired with either a protein, healthy fat, or high-fiber grain. This simple practice ensures that fruit remains a source of joy, not an invisible drain on physical strength. By creating structure and support around fruit intake, seniors empower themselves to stay nourished, energized, and independent longer. When seniors continue eating fruit without mindful pairing, the long-term effects may quietly accumulate. Muscle weakness often sets in gradually, beginning with fatigue after simple tasks and evolving into balance issues, slower reflexes, and reduced mobility. Over time, this can contribute to dangerous falls, diminished independence, and a reduced ability to engage in daily activities. What's alarming is that these outcomes may happen even when seniors believe they're eating healthfully. Without proper nutrient absorption and blood sugar regulation, muscle tissue doesn't receive the support it needs to maintain strength. This often leads to a frustrating cycle: seniors feel tired, move less, lose more muscle, and feel even weaker. The result isn't just physical, it's emotional too. Feeling vulnerable in one's own body can trigger anxiety and withdrawal. But this path is preventable. With education and small dietary changes, strength and stability can be protected well into advanced age. I'm Dr. Grace Mitchell, a geriatric health expert with over 15 years in senior care. Many older adults assume that simply eating fruit is a healthy habit, and it often is. But as we age, our nutritional needs shift, especially regarding how food is combined and absorbed. Fruit alone may offer vitamins, but without pairing it with protein, fiber, or fat, it can lead to imbalances that weaken muscles over time. What I advise my patients is simple: keep fruit in your diet, but treat it as a supporting player, not the main act. If you enjoy berries, add them to Greek yogurt. If you like apples, eat them with a slice of cheese or a handful of nuts. And be mindful of fruit smoothies or juices. They often flood the system with sugar without muscle-supporting nutrients. The goal is not restriction but smart inclusion. When fruit is timed and paired correctly, it becomes a true ally in senior wellness, fueling your energy, protecting your muscles, and keeping your independence strong for years to come. Your daily habits matter more than you think, especially when it comes to something as simple as fruit. At Elderly and Health, we believe senior wellness starts with awareness and small, smart changes. Don't let innocent food choices quietly steal your strength. Start today by rethinking how you pair fruits with your meals. Share this video with someone you care about, and help them protect their independence, too. For more life-changing insights, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Together, we're not just aging, we're aging smarter, stronger, and more informed than ever before.